drilling. So what is percussion drilling? So before going into the details, let us discuss what are the different types of drilling constraints. So in oil and gas industry, we make the use of several types of drilling methods and platform based on formation, geographic location and soil type. मतलब ऑयल और गैस इंडस्ट्री में हम डिफरेंट तरह के ड्रिलिंग मेथड का उपयोग करते हैं जो रिजर्वायर फॉर्मेशन टाइप पे डिपेंड करता है, कौन सी जगह पे है उस पर डिपेंड करता है और कैसी जमीन है रिजर्वायर की उस पर डिपेंड करता है. So what are the different types of drilling constraint? The first is amount of energy. The amount of energy required to drill is governed by the rock type. That is unconsolidated formations such as sand, silt, clay are weak and much easier to drill than a consolidated rock such as granite, basalt, slate, and hard and strong and dense. Because the fermentation of this rock grains is very high. They are very hard and they are difficult to break. So the amount of energy that a drill bit or a horsepower we need to supply for drilling operation will be very high. The second is lubrication of bit. If our rock is hard, so the cutting tools will need the lubrication and cooling. The third, the rock cuttings and debris must be removed. So as for the drilling process, whatever the cuttings of the formation will be generated, it will be circulated from the annulus to the top. Then fourth is unconsolidated formation. Unconsolidated formation requires support to prevent the whole collapse. Since they are very weak, then we are circulating the drilling mud, it has some pump pressure. So the weak formation will collapse into the wellbore and will have a hole of a larger diameter. The The four common drilling methods used are percussion drilling or cable tool drilling, rotary drilling, top drive drilling, bottom drive drilling. We will discuss all this method in detail, but my sincere request for those who are appearing for gate examination is to make the notes along with the lectures. Wherever you feel, you just pause the lecture and take the important notes. The sandstone has a more collapse capacity. Since the sandstone is a highly unconsolidated, it will collapse very easily because it has a very low cementation. So let us get acquainted with what is percussion drilling. So as you can see in the picture, this is the example of a percussion drilling that is going on. Let me start on the pointer. This is the percussion drilling going on. So what is a percussion drilling? It is also called as a pounder, spudder, or a walking beam bricks. And it is called by the various other names except percussion drilling. It operates by lifting and dropping a heavy string of tool into the valve. Means the heavy string of tool, वजनदार पाइप वो टूल को अंदर ड्रॉप करते हैं फिर उसको बाहर निकालते हैं. Wellbore say the drill bit breaks and a consolidated rock to the smaller fragment. This drill bit will break the rock into the small fragments. Means it will by continuous hitting of the rock, it will break the rock into the smaller pieces. While drilling in unconsolidated formation, the bit loosens material, mixes with the crushed particle into slurry at the bottom of the borehole. Means जैसे ही अनकंसोलिडेटेड फॉर्मेशन ब्रेक करते हैं तो उससे जो बीट होता है वो फॉर्मेशन को लूज कर देते हैं तो हमारे अंदर ड्रिलिंग मड भी होगा तो वो पार्टिकल्स ड्रिलिंग मड के अंदर मिक्स हो जाते हैं और स्लरी बनाते हैं बॉटम ऑफ द बोरहोल में. द स्लरी इज रिमूव बाय द बोरहोल द बैलर. So once the slurry is generated at the bottom hole, it will be removed out with the help of a baler. Once the slurry is removed, the bead is reinserted into the hole and the drilling continues. As soon as we pull out the slurry out of the wellbore, the drilling continues and the bead is reinserted. Means again we follow the same procedure. That is, hit the rock by to and fro motion till the baler gets filled. And as soon as the baler gets filled, we will pull the baler out and circulate the slurry out of it. So the components of percussion drilling. So the cable tool drill string component operate on the four principal components. First is drilling cable. It lifts the tool and used to provide reciprocation to the tool. Means whenever we are circulating the baler out of the wellbore, it is the drilling cable plays a very important role as it helps us to provide reciprocating motion to the shoe. The swivel socket, as you can see, the swivel socket connects the cable to tools. It connects the drilling cable as seen over here to the tool and avoid unwind. Means it avoids the unwinding of the cable. Means the cable do not get coil in the valve. Drill stem. It provides weight, steadies, and guides the drill bit. The drill stem. This is a drill stem which is used to provide weight to the drill bit, as the weight is necessary to break the uh, rock into the smaller spaces. The drill bit penetrates the formation, crushes, and mix the cutting. As the drill bit here, this is a type of a bit, and it suppose this is a type of a rock. So the bit hits on a to and fro reciprocating motion, and it breaks the rock into the smaller pieces. And the bits are made up of basically tungsten carbide, which is the largest diamond, hardest material. So to is break the hard rocks. The tool joints, as you can see, these are the three types of tool joint: that valve barrel, bottom bailers, sand pumps. The tool joints connect the drill string components. So depending on the formation, the driller may add drilling jars. The drilling jars are basically the device that is used to free the stuck pipes if they are differentially stuck into the valve. The hammering action provided by the jar frees the tool that have become jammed. The jar plays no part in the drilling process. Means jars are have no role in the drilling work. They are basically used to free the stuck pipe if the pipe is differentially stuck by upward jarring action. Balers, they are used to clean the cutting from the hole. As we have seen that as the baler gets filled, the tool is lifted to the surface. The tool is lifted to the surface and the slurry is removed. So they are run on a separate baling line while the drill string is out of the hole. Now let us come to the advantages of the drill cable tool drilling. The first one is highly suitable for remote setting. As we have seen that the cable tool requires a very low fuel consumption. It do not require a very massive rig structure as we are using conventional rigs. Also, compared to older days where the recent technologies was not developed and these were the pioneers of the drilling. The small needs for water and other materials and reliability make it excellent choice for the remote site location. Okay. So next is low capital investment and cheap maintenance. The percussion drilling requires a low capital cost of the new cable tool rigs and significantly less than new rotary drilling machines of the similar capacity. As well as cable tool maintenance is less expensive than parts for the less mechanical and more hydraulically equipped rotary systems. Seen that in various types of conventional rig, there is top drive drilling, road drilling, we need a circulating system, mud pumps, electrical system. But in case of cable tool drilling, it is not much required because it is a basic type of drilling which is based on the reciprocating motion of the drill bit to break the rock. And and if the slurry fills the baler is removed out of the valve and emptied, and then the same procedure continues. The third is particularly suited to water poor area. Means the cable tool drilling is more easily suited for zones having the low water. Means the water encroachment is not very high. Means the aquifer layer is very far below because since if the aquifer layers will be very high, then our baler will be filled to and from its then within a very few time the baler will get filled. So the drilling depth will be reduced and the running in and out time of the barrel will be very high compared to drilling. And efficient use of personnel. Cable rigs are often operated by a single person. The disadvantages of the cable tool drilling. The productivity measured in a hole produced per day is low compared to other drilling methods in a similar formation. Means as compared to conventional drilling method, the amount of footage we drill is very less compared to rotary drilling or a top drive drilling in the same type of formation. Suppose we can drill about 8 feet per hour in sandstone formation, then it is not capable to drilling. We can might drill only about 1 to 2 feet. So it is a time-consuming method. The hard rock penetration rates is very slow. Since the rock is very hard, the bit does not have the sufficient weight or a strength to break the rock into small chips. Now, the auger drilling. The auger drilling is not basically most widely used in the oil and gas industry, but it is better to have an idea because auger drilling is mostly used in wellbore pumps or in the construction of bridges, etc. So the advantage of auger drillers include low operating cost, fast penetration rate in a suitable formation, contamination of samples by fluids. Because in auger drilling, the samples in the sense means the drill cuttings will be not contaminated with the fluids because the auger drilling does not involve the fluid. Augers come to continuous light, short light, flat augers, bucket augers. Mostly the bucket augers are used today. Continuous flat augers are driven by top head rotary machine and carry the surface to the surface on helical flight. The continuous flight augers allow stamps are often used to sample recovery in environmental and geotechnical operation. So the helical streaks you see here are basically augers. So augers are basically of a three different types: continuous flight straight, flight plate straight, and bucket auger. Short, continuous, and bucket. These are the three main types of auger. The cuttings are lifted out of the hole and removed before the drilling continues. So as you can see, this is a type of a auger drilling. These drill cuttings are located in the bucket. As we drill further, the drill cuttings are collected in the bucket. And as this bucket fills, it is hoisted to the surface and it is emptied and it is run again. Now, as our penetration depth increases, some extenders are added, like these helical strips on it are added so that the hole gets deeper. So, thank you for the lecture. Please make the notes, and in the next lecture, we will be discussing about rotary drilling. Thank you.